Hello everyone, happy Thursday. I'm Jennifer, this is my page, Living Freely Gluten-Free. Welcome into my kitchen. Every Thursday at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, I invite you to come hang out with me in my kitchen while I cook something from the blog or something from my cookbook. I just really enjoy hanging out with you guys and getting to spend some time with you. You get to ask me questions and you just can kind of see my process in the kitchen. If you hear a really loud whistling sound outside, that's my daughter. It is what it is at this point. So today was the last day of school. The kids are already fighting. So cheers to all of you. Happy Thursday. Okay, when you stop in, you have to say hi. You have to let me know that you're here. I really want to know what you're making for dinner tonight, what's going on in your house, and how your week has been. So today we're making garlic pasta, and I really don't want you guys to see what's happening behind the scenes. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a picture that I shared, like a short little video of my house and the state of disaster that it's in right now. It's just like a massive state of disaster. So I kind of just contemplated whether or not I was even gonna go live tonight, because I have pretty much everything packed in my kitchen except I have like 2 cutting boards, I have 3 pans, 1 baking sheet, and just a handful of things just to really get through the next 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks left in this house and then we're moving to California. We're excited, we're scared, we're anxious. All of these feelings are kind of happening right now. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to cook for you guys next week, simply because I just don't know if I have enough tools in my kitchen to keep cooking things that you guys want to see. I'm kind of in like this rotation right now of just making stuff that is really, really easy, and garlic pasta is one of them. So I know I've made this live for you guys before, but it's really just one of those super easy recipes that is really inexpensive to make. If you are on a tight budget, start throwing this into your weekly meal plan, because literally, I mean, you can make this recipe for less than $5 and you can feed at least 3 adults and, you know, probably 2 adults and 3 kids, so 5 total if you have a young family. But you can even double this really easily too. And what's great about this garlic pasta is 20 minutes start to finish, completely done. What takes the longest out of all of it is just really cooking your noodles. So I already have noodles boiling right now. I just put them in. They've got about 5 minutes left. And making this sauce really only takes about 5 to 8 minutes also. It's really, really quick. But also, if you, what I love about this too is the dish is naturally vegan. So if you have vegan friends that are coming over, you can totally make this. And everyone will love it. Serve it up with some roasted veggies. Today I'm making some asparagus to go with it. I'm going to show you how I throw my asparagus recipe together that's in the cookbook. So easy, full of flavor, super simple. But you can easily add a protein to this. So if you want to add shrimp or even some chicken, it's really easy. Shrimp you don't have to cook ahead, but if you're going to do chicken, I would recommend cooking that ahead and then throwing it in at the end. Let's see who's here. When you're here, please, I want you to say hi to me. I want to know that you're here so I'm not all by myself over here. So Tatiana is here. Tatiana was a neighbor of mine when I lived in California before, and she said she's excited to have me back. Thank you, Tatiana. I'm excited to be coming back. So excited to have some really fun girl time and some wine nights, and just can't wait to be around all of my friends and family again. I've really missed everyone. So I'm super excited to be coming home. Okay, I have a ton of garlic on this cutting board right here, and you can probably see how much garlic that I have. But you don't need to use all of this garlic, but we really like garlic, so I'm going to use most of it, and I'm also going to throw a little bit of it on my asparagus, which is totally optional. I just have a ton of garlic, so I decided that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw it into the asparagus. So I'm going to take you over here to the stove. I'm turning my heat on. I have a 1/4 cup of avocado oil in this pan right now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it heat up a little bit, and then I'm gonna throw my garlic and my seasonings and my spices in here, and it's super simple. So right now we just have the oil heating up. So that's just gonna take a second. I'm gonna stir my noodles. And again, if you are here, say hello. Let me know that you're here. I wanna know where you're watching from, what you're having for dinner tonight. And unfortunately, I'm not doing cookbook giveaways today, mainly because I literally can't mail anything out right now. So Angela's here, Marie is here. Hi Marie, thank you for stopping by. Candace, my fellow PTO mom friend, is watching. I can see that. So again, when you come in, let me know so I can say hi to you. Patrick is here. Hello, Patrick. Angela, Christine joined. Let's see. All right. So, hello everyone. Okay, so right now I'm gonna start throwing garlic in here. And you are gonna love the way your house smells when you make this. Okay, so I'm putting most of my garlic in here. You can hear my dog. Yep, that's Gwenny. So my garlic is in here. We're gonna let that start to cook up a little bit. I'm gonna let my dog in because she's really loud. Okay, so I'm gonna stir this up just a little bit. We're gonna get the olive oil all over the garlic, and this sauce cooks so fast, my friends, so fast. So don't leave the stove. Once you put this garlic in, you're gonna see it's gonna start to cook up really quick, and you don't wanna burn your garlic. We're not trying to caramelize it. We just wanna cook it a little bit. So again, oh, there's my timer telling me my noodles are ready. So I have my noodles boiling in here. Right now, this is my favorite pasta. And I love it because it's just bean-based. You know, the ingredients on here, let me find them for you. Yellow lentil flour and may contain soy. That's it. That's all that's in these. So right now, these are literally my favorite brand of noodles. Super clean, extra protein for the kids, which I love, and no one can tell the difference. And you can use, you know, a spaghetti noodle or a penne rigate or a fusilli noodle. Whatever you want to use is totally fine with this. My kids just really love the penne pasta, so it makes them happy and it makes dinner easier, and that's what life's really all about right now. Okay, so I'm stirring that up. I'm now going to open up a can of diced tomatoes. Now you can use fresh tomatoes if you would like. Totally fine. I'm just over here on the side right now opening up some diced tomatoes. Oh no, my camera is telling me that it's low on battery. That's not good, you guys. I think I'm gonna have to hook this guy up to a charger. Okay, so we just added our tomatoes in there, and this is what the final product looks like if you're going to use spaghetti noodles. Again, I'm gonna be using a penne rigate pasta for this, and so we just have those long noodles that are hollow inside. That's what we're gonna be using. And like I said, you can use any noodle that you want. You really cannot ruin this recipe. Okay, so I am going to try to put a charger in on this camera. So I'm sorry, you guys, this is live video, and I did it. Yay! Okay, so let's go back to what we got going on over here. I apologize for that. I am going to stir this, and I'm gonna dump my noodles right now, and then I'm gonna add some seasonings to this sauce. So it's just a handful of seasonings. So easy to make, and if you have fresh herbs, go for it, because really nothing compares to the flavor of fresh herbs, but dried herbs work perfectly for this dish. So I don't know if you guys can see, but we're starting to get just a little bit of a boil in here, which is really what we want. I wonder if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys. There we go. Okay, so you can see we're starting to get a little bit of that boil. Okay, so I'm just gonna slightly reduce my heat a little bit. I'm gonna start adding in our seasonings, and then it just cooks for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to check comments. So if you guys have any questions, please shoot them over to me. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do this for you guys. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna put in some pink Himalayan sea salt. That is our favorite. You can use a regular sea salt. Sorry, I had a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon, and that would have been a disaster. So I just put in some sea salt. I am going to add some dried parsley because I don't have any fresh parsley because I have no garden this year because we are moving. Typically I grow a lot of herbs in the summertime and then I dry them out. But since we're moving, I don't have a garden this year, and it kind of makes me sad because it's something that I really, really enjoy. So I'm definitely ready to be able to have a home again, especially being in California. The weather is just so amazing there that I'm really able to grow a lot of stuff kind of year round, which is awesome. Okay, so now I'm just stirring all of these seasonings in here. And that's really it for the sauce. I'm gonna let this continue to cook for like 1 to 2 more minutes, and then the sauce is totally done. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to add, once I dump the sauce out, I like to make broccoli in the same pan. So what I do is I kind of, I just dump the sauce on top of the noodles, I set that to the side, and then I put my broccoli into the pan that has the oil and the tomatoes still kind of on the outside, and I just cook my broccoli in it. I add a little bit more oil and I cook that in there. So right now what I'm doing is I'm trimming my asparagus, and then we're just going to season it and pop it in the oven. There's not a whole lot to it. The asparagus is really, really easy to make. So I have a lot over here. I'm just going to kind of move it around a little bit so I can cut these ends off. But I'm just trimming the ends off of it, and then we're just going to drizzle it with some oil. So when I'm cooking, I use avocado oil and coconut oil. Today I'm using avocado oil. You can use olive oil in place of this if you don't use avocado oil. That's fine as well. So let's see. Okay, so, and I'm cooking this big Costco bag of asparagus, and I'm cooking all of it because it needs to be cooked or it's gonna go bad. And what I love to do with asparagus, leftover asparagus, is I really, really enjoy, I'm gonna move this around so you guys can see me better. I really enjoy it with breakfast. So I love to take my asparagus and I chop it up and I eat it with my eggs and sweet potatoes or whatever it is that I'm making for the day. And I just, warm it up and serve it with my eggs, and it's delicious. So I'm just putting a little bit of sea salt on here. I'm going to do a little bit of granulated garlic for some extra flavor. And then I'm going to sprinkle some pepper on top too. And then I'm just going to kind of roll it around with my hands. And then I'm going to need to wash my hands. Okay, and that's it for the asparagus. So, and you can see the sauce here is just about done. And I'm just washing my hands over here, you guys. Sorry. Okay, so you can see that the sauce is done. I'm turning the heat off now. I'm going to stir it one more time. I'm going to stick this asparagus into, what do you need, Claire? My daughter's in here, you guys. I don't know where Daddy is, babe.
I want my hat off.
Okay.
I
Okay, so I'm going to pour the noodles into the sauce now. I have my asparagus in the oven, and the asparagus takes 8 minutes to cook, and that's it. So I just set my timer for 8 minutes. I'm dumping my noodles in. Claire, stay out of there. Here, you guys. We have a visitor. Daddy's missing. Who's supposed to be watching her right now, and she's in here getting a snack. So this is what's happening behind the scenes. Okay, so I'm going to take you back over to the noodles. I'm just going to mix it now with the sauce. And adjust it so you guys can see better. So if you don't have a dairy allergy, some fresh Parmesan on top of this, I imagine, would be absolutely delightful. I wouldn't know what that tastes like because I can't have it. But I'm imagining back from my cheese days that it would be amazing. So if you can have some fresh Parmesan, throw that on here. You would really love it. And that's it for the pasta, you guys. This pasta is done. So it's just gonna sit here for the next 7 minutes while the asparagus cooks, and then dinner's done. I'm cleaning the mess up off of the floor. So this is what just happened. Claire was hungry and needed a snack. Oh, I forgot to put my garlic on top of the asparagus. Oh well. Okay, so that's really it. So you guys got to see what the pasta looks like in the pan. You know, that's what it looks like right now. It's ready to go. So easy to throw in some shrimp or some chicken if you want to have some extra protein with it. Super, super easy. I'm going to just pop in here and I'm going to see who's here. Robin is here. She says, how are you? Robin is having baked squash. She's eating light. Baked squash sounds amazing. I love baked squash. Candace says hi to Claire. I will let her know. Julie is here. Julie says it looks good. Thank you. Marie is enjoying watching and learning. Thank you, Marie. I'm going to pop it back over so you guys can see me. Okay, and I think that's all the comments so far. So I'm so excited to have you guys here and hanging out with me today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cook next Thursday because I don't know what to make. Like, tell me what you want to see me make that's like practical for me to just kind of, and I've made everything recently that I feel like would be super easy. I do have my Instant Pot, so I could probably do like a stew or something in the Instant Pot. And one thing I haven't made in a really long time live is buttered chicken. Do you guys like buttered chicken? It's really one of my favorite things to eat, but I could never find it dairy-free, so I had to make a dairy-free recipe. It's really, really good. Okay, Patrice says yum. Thank you. And so, okay, so if I can't keep cooking live, in this transition, there's going to be the week of the 4th of July where we are actually going to have the whole house packed up that Thursday. There's no way I can cook live for you guys. I still want to go live for you though, unless we're driving. I don't think, we haven't figured out exactly our timing to leave yet. We're driving down with the kids. So I want to know like topics. What do you guys want to talk about? Would it be possible to just kind of hang out together and talk about a topic in the, gluten-free realm of traveling or, shopping, health issues, anything. If there's any kind of topic that we can just kind of hang out, discuss, I'm totally up for that. I think that would be a lot of fun. The asparagus only has 5 more minutes. So like I said, this is such an easy meal. It's really delicious, flavorful, simple, inexpensive. I hope you'll give it a try if you haven't yet. I do have some exciting news, and this just happened today. If you live on the West Coast, I don't know if you go to any expos, but if you haven't, I highly, highly recommend the gluten-free expos. They're a lot of fun. They're a great place to try new products and companies and meet people who are living the same thing as you and to meet people who are active in the gluten-free community like myself. So before I really became a blogger. I blogged, but as a hobby before I took it to where it is now. I used to go to the expos just because I enjoy them, but now I go there and I'm a part of them, which is even more exciting for me. So last year I sold my book at several expos on the West Coast, and I kind of just did that, but I'm super excited this year, it was a goal for me for this year, so I'm really, really excited. The Gluten-Free Food and Allergy Fest, they go all over the U.S. Over here on the West Coast, they do Portland, and they have invited me to do a demo, to actually cook on a stage for everyone, and I am like beyond excited. So if you live on the West Coast, come because you'll have fun, but come and see me because I'm going to be cooking. I think I'm going to do chocolate chip cookies, which you can only get that recipe in the cookbook. It's gluten and dairy free, but I think that's what I'm going to make for my demo on the stage, and I'll be doing it Sunday, November 4th at 12 o'clock. So I'm really excited. Come say hi, hang out with me. I cannot wait, you guys. I'm really, really excited about it. Donna wants some chicken recipes. Yes, Robin likes hanging out. Thank you, Robin. I love hanging out with you guys. It really brings me a lot of joy. That's why I go live every single week. And I hate missing it when I'm busy because I just enjoy this time with you guys, and I treasure it because I feel like we just really get to hang out and connect and talk to each other when you guys comment. So it's a lot of fun to me, and I want to keep going live in the next several weeks with all of this crazy transition. So things that we can talk about, any topics, I would really appreciate. And then Donna says chicken recipes. You know, I have a couple, so let me brainstorm on that. And then Instant Pot is really going to be my friend in the next 2 weeks too. That's just going to go in the car with me because I really can't live without it. So, okay, unless you guys have any other questions, I'm going to sign off. Again, today we made garlic pasta, which I'm sure there's a fancier name for this somewhere, but I mean, I don't know what it is, so I called it garlic pasta because that's really what it is for me. And, you know, here we have it in the pan for you guys if you're just popping in. This is our delicious garlic pasta. I do not have pretty plates to put this on and show to you guys today because they are all packed. We are eating off of paper plates right now, which I don't typically do, but that's what's going on over here. We're in transition. So thank you everyone for joining me for Cooking and Cocktails. I really, really, really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. You're just awesome, all of you. I love all of you so much. And if you do not have my book, here it is. It's available on Amazon. You can get it on Prime. It'll come within 2 days, and they are all signed copies. I sent them all to Amazon myself. I signed them, sent them to Amazon. So head over there and grab a copy if you don't have one yet. I cannot ship right now because I'm in transition. Okay, thank you again, everyone. Oh, Brandy said what city for the expo. So I'm going to be in Portland. And that's telling me that asparagus is done. Yay, you guys can see it. So I'm going to be in Portland, Oregon. That's the expo that I'm going to be at. But they have them all over the U.S. I just won't be at those ones because I live on the West Coast. So I'm willing to travel up and down the West Coast, but I am not big enough or generating enough money to be able to fly all over the U.S. I hope someday I can because I really want to travel and see a lot of places. But as of right now, I'm just stuck on the West Coast. So Portland is where I will be November 4th. I'm going to be doing a cooking demo at noon. So I will be sharing links for that. The tickets I don't think are for sale yet. So this is kind of like a first official announcement of it, and I will be sharing links probably in the next couple months so that you can buy your tickets, and hopefully I might do a giveaway or something too. I don't know, sometimes they help us bloggers out with that to help promote it. Okay, so I think that's it, you guys. Thanks again so much for coming and hanging out with me. I'm gonna pull the asparagus out real quick so you guys can see it if you want to hang out with me for another minute. And here it is. delicious. It smells amazing. And, you know, if you leave it in for too long, just like, you know, 2 minutes too long, you'll end up with soggy asparagus, which is never yummy. I'm just going to test this really quick before I keep it out. And all I have is plastic forks, you guys. And it's still a little crispy. So, and I think it's because this asparagus is so thick. So I'm gonna put this back in for 2 more minutes and let this cook up just for 2 more minutes. And that's it. Cheers, everyone. Thank you again for stopping in. Share the video with your friends. Share the love. Such an easy meal. Even if you aren't gluten-free, you can totally make this by using regular pasta. But this is one of those dishes that you're going to be able to cook for your friends and family who are not gluten-free, and they're still going to love and enjoy it. My house smells like garlic right now, which is one of my favorite smells. I love garlic, love the smell, and I am ready for dinner. So I only have 2 more minutes for this asparagus. I got to go round up my family who's playing outside and tell them that it's time to eat. And that's it. So thanks again, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of the week. I don't know if I told you guys or not. If you follow all of my posts, you saw it, but we finally got a house. 2 weeks away, and we're doing a fast close, but we finally got a house in California. Let me tell you, I had some sleepless nights. Scary, not knowing what we were going to do. Crazy market right now. I would not recommend buying a house right now. Insanity, complete insanity, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it through. All right, you guys, I will see you hopefully next week. Hopefully I can figure out something real quick to make for you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.